Hello, and welcome to an unusual little video on the side here. So, as a person who uses YouTube and Twitch, I frequently get messages from scammers. Now, very often, this just peters out to me fucking around with them for a little bit and not much interest coming out of it because, you know, they quickly realize they're being fucked with, and then move on. But this man right here... Metacrittic. As you can see, I've been fucking with, it's currently the start of October, so for a little over a month, I've been fucking with this guy. And I've hit the point where I think it's hit its end, but I think it's enough to make a fun video. So I've cranked up my, font size a whole bunch, and just skipped a little bit into the conversation to where the fun begins. Because, you know, with these people... if you want to really be able to hook them into fuck with them, you have to play along for the first chunk, and then you start dicking with them. Usually once they start asking for payment is when I will start fucking with them, and this guy has been the best. So this man is claiming to be one of the founders of Metacrittic, trying to help small-time, you know, YouTube and Twitch people get attention and rise up in popularity. So, we're just gonna look through this, you know. He's... yeah, asking for information, you know, oh, Twitch link. Alright, so I'm just gonna start reading through this, verbatim, you know, and we're gonna have some fun looking at this. And the further this goes, the more you guys are gonna enjoy it, trust me. Okay, to feature your channel for the collaboration, I'll need some key details, such as your Twitch channel name and link, brief description of your channel, and the type of content you stream, your streaming schedule if you have one, and any unique aspects of your channel to make it stand out. Now I'm going to quickly give these to all of you. Twitch and YouTube channel are Ulrich, which I'm sure you know if you're watching me right now. You can find links, whatever website, I mean, this is only going to YouTube, not Twitch. You can find links to the Twitch and stuff, you know, elsewhere, wherever YouTube puts the links. And I do gaming type content primarily, alongside some creative endeavors such as my own tabletop campaign, like Heart of Action, or all stuff done in my system Heart of Action. Things like Hero Infinite and Shadow Space are the campaigns. Streaming schedule. I try and stream every night if I can, around 3 a.m. EST time, but, you know, I stream when I can because this is a hobby and I don't make enough of a living to do this full time. And any unique aspects of your channel that make it stand out. I'm a faggot, if that counts. Really, Heart of Action is probably the most unique thing on my channel right now. Could you provide me with this information so I can draft up a feature post for my blog I can read? Amazing. However, after providing these details, I should mention that there will be a very small fee for this collaboration. Really just about the cost of a coffee, mainly to cover small parts of the process. The main focus is still on connecting and supporting each other's streams for fun. Would you like me to share the exact amount of the fee? Oh? And who is the fee for? Your call center? And how should I pay for these fees? Oh, I know. Google Play cards? Now, at this point, I really wasn't planning on fucking with this guy. I was basically just being, okay, fuck off, I don't care. But listen, he's gonna hook me. Because this man is so comedically stupid. What happened? Why are you responding, Mr Metacrittic? Oh, sorry about that. I was ignoring you. I just got caught up for a bit. I'm here now, though. The tiny fee for collaboration covers securing a backlink and promoting it to my audience through ads. Investigating in collaboration can be challenging. Blah 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 blah. Him making up shit, and he wants $50. Wow, I had no idea Metacritic was doing so poorly financially. I mean, to reach out to a small YouTube creator in order to pay for ads? How rough. Let me guess, you want the payment in the form of Google Play cards? No, maybe there's a little misunderstanding. This is not about you paying my fees for ads at all. I'm actually here to help your channel grow and make streaming more enjoyable. Oh, I definitely want my stream to grow. That would be a dream come true. By the way, you keep rewording it. That's supposed to be rewording. Man, I can't spell. As your blog website. What exactly is your blog website? I hear you wanting your streams to grow, blah blah. You know, he's claiming he's Metacritic. I ask for his name, he says he's Mark Doyle. Okay, Mark. Why would I need to pay you for checks notes? Or for you to checks notes, write a blog post. The fee isn't simply for writing a blog post, it's a full process. You know, anyone with half a brain cell would be able to tell that I don't give a fuck right now. You know, like, look at that. He goes off on another spiel trying to convince me to give him money. Why is it not scrolling? There we go. Will I be reimbursed for this money? The money I'm paying for the money I'm paying for the thing you need to get done for your business? And just to be clear, this isn't for my business. You know, him speaking, yeah, if you want to read the things in detail, you can. And ask him, what exactly is the money for? Why the fuck should I pay you? Again, at this stage, I'm just like, dude, I don't give a fuck, but he's still going, so I'm kind of just like, how far can this go? And I'm like, after every post, reporting him to Discord, and they have not done anything about this guy. He mentions that the money isn't about him getting paid. So, okay, if I'm not paying you, what do you get out of it? You say I'm not paying for your service, so then why would Metacritic be doing this? And he claims that he's just doing this because, oh, he wants to support me and he just wants a little kickback. And now I throw this out. Okay, so how about this? You help me now, and after the post is made to Metacritic, I will give you $200. You take the hit up front, and I will pay you 4 times on your investment. I'm more than willing to put money into my channel, and if I don't pay, you can take me to small claims. And he's talking about how that's not necessary, because here's the thing. The $50 is an initial upfront cost to then try and make me panic and claim that, oh, this issue has happened here and now it's a whole legal problem and oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to explain how scams work, but the $50 is just an upfront thing to see how gullible I am. And, you know, he says, if you're not committed to growth, I'm flexible enough to work out a structure that's fair, blah, blah, blah. Says, so do we have a deal? I'm trying to get to the fun part that comes further in, so I'm sort of skimming through these early stages. He mentions how he got, you know, now he drops the price to $25 because he can tell that I'm not biting at the $50. And I'm like, if it's not about the fee, why not waive it? Because he's saying the fee isn't about, you know, the money doesn't matter. And I ask him who the streamer he claimed to help was. He gives a name of a random streamer. I look this guy up. He's just a random fucking streamer that this guy's pulling out because he's popular. And yeah, I'm like, oh, so you could cover the cost. You know, I start to play dumb, acting like he just offered in this to cover the cost because he's insisting the money isn't important. He's like, oh, I'm not trying to be generous. I just want to get everything set up properly, which is why the fees involved. So if I set everything up front and you see results for your channel, would you then feel comfortable paying the fee? Do you think we can make this kind of deal work? And I said, but you said my current focus is on helping streamers grow their channels using my industry experience, and my goal isn't profit, it's making sure the work is done properly from the start so you see results. And this really isn't a service I'm selling. It's something I started doing to help streamers grow. Honestly, I want to do it completely free. So being one of the co-founders of Metacritic, I'm sure you can spare $50 measly. After I see results, I'd be more than glad to pay you back. Alright, no problem. I understand. So at this point, I've made him be like, listen, fuck it. I've just been like, you could pay for it. Alright, no problem. I understand you're skeptical. So I'm happy to proceed this way. I'll go ahead and make the quest post, and once you see results, you can pay the fee. So here's the thing. He's saying that he will help me pay the fee later. Hang on. Hello, kindly provide me these details to feature your channel. And I claim I gave it to him already, which I didn't. Listen, how did you find me? you want your $50, right? So this at this point, you know, you can see it's been a day, and I was like, you know what? Hang on, I think I can fuck with this guy a little. This is the point where I lock in, and I'm like, I'm gonna have fun with this and just dick around with this man. So here's where it really picks up. You know, everything else I just wanted to scroll through was to give you some degree of context of how we got to where we are now. Ooh, hang on. I actually came across your channel while browsing through Death Stranding 2 on your and your content caught my eye. And those who watch my Death Stranding series may remember that a person called Metacritic actually followed me during the Death Stranding 2 playthrough. So I thought I'd reach out. Sorry for the delay. I've been tied up with another project, but I'll be getting yours posted soon at convenient time. Once it's published, I'll let you know so you can see how the audience engages with your channel, which should be enough to bring more followers and views. Are you ready to proceed with the $50 payment? Now he's asking for the money again. The delay isn't about funds, but if the payment is ready, it will allow me to fast track everything. And I'm like, oh, what happened to the questions you were asking? The link to my Twitch channel, the brief description, etc., etc. I'm like, well, you know, I haven't given you the information. I thought you mentioned that you already sent the answer, but I just went through our chats and couldn't find it. Could you please resend them? And I'm like, alright, let's go through it one at a time. Twitch channel name and link. How did you find me? He's like, oh, I was actually referring to your own channel name and link. I already answered earlier how I found you. Okay, so if you found me, what does that tell you about my channel? I believe in you. This is first grade stuff. I know. Very complicated. Will you be answering the question yourself or not? I came across a lot of streamers at the same time, so you can't really expect me to know every detail about your channel. It's not like I'm hiding it. You're a journalist. Journalize. Or can you not read? A 13-year-old could work this out. It's not hard to find my channel. What's stopping you from simply sharing information about your channel? Even if your channel's name can look up even if I have your channel name and can look up a description of your content, I still wouldn't know your streaming schedule or unique aspects of your channel. That's something only you can provide. We will get to that. Well, we are doing this one step at a time. Remember, darling. So, your Twitch channel name and link. Can you find that, or are you a fool? He then links my Twitch, and he's like, is this right? I'm like, maybe. What do you think? Okay. A brief description of your channel and the type of content you stream. What do you think? That's it. And he screenshots the little description I have on my Twitch. And then I ask him, what games am I playing right now on my channel? I'll give you a hint. There are 5. Death Stranding 2, the other 4, Hitman World of Assassination, because at the time that was one of the major playthroughs on the channel, and I say, 2 down, 3 to go. I'm so proud of you, big boy. Tabletop RPGs and art. Those aren't games, dum-dum, and those aren't games, dum-dum. You're getting ahead of yourself, and and you were doing so good, too. So forgive me for all the spelling errors. There's gonna be a lot on my end. A lot of this was me messaging him on my phone between doing other shit, because I was only giving him half my attention, and I did not bother to spell check anything. I'm just typing, sending, because I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking scammer that I'm dicking around with in my free time for fun. That's all I could get. You must be a pretty bad journalist. How did you manage to found Metacritic? What do you mean? Journalists are normally good at finding incredibly easy to find public information. What are you, dumb? You don't understand. This is where I started to really have fun, and as I'm sharing this story with my brother and showing him the interactions, he's doubling over laughing. You are the dumbest here. If you're not a fool, you won't be comparing me to a journalist. And I say, don't you want $500? I'm like, oh no, not 50. I add a 0 on the money he's asking for as a way to fuck with him. So why make it stressful? It only shows that you're not ready to grow. I already mentioned that I'll do this for free, a free trial to prove that I'm offering is real and organic, not a scam. Cool, if you're doing it for free, then do it. Alright, Also, to show I'm genuine here, if it works out and you're still not ready to pay, that's perfectly fine by me. Cool. Any updates? So, is the new story coming out soon? I think that's supposed to be a news story. Or did you need me to pay money first? Do you want it in Google Play cards? I already informed you that I'll be working on your project at my convenient time since you're not paying up front. At the moment, I have paid projects I need to prioritize. However, if you'd like your project to be complete sooner, you can go ahead and make the payment first. That will allow me to fast-track the work, and you'll start seeing results much quicker. And I'm like, but you told me that's supposed to be you told me not to pay. I could pay if you want me to. You said $15, right? Do you want to be paid? Alright then, you can go ahead with the payment. The total amount is $50, but since you agreed to pay half up front, that would be $25 for now. Okay, so what info do you need for my channel for the information? Just this. A brief description of your channel, the type of content you stream, your streaming schedule if you have one, and any unique aspects of your channel that make it stand out. Also, as a quick aside note, if you want to know what content I make since it keeps coming up here and he can't seem to figure it out, I post weekly news updates on my YouTube channel and in my Discord, where I constantly update all of you on what's coming out on the YouTube channel. I also regularly hold polls on the Discord where you all can vote on what things I stream. Here is one of the more recent YouTube calendars. This is not for the week that this is going up. I believe this is for a couple weeks ago, but this is just the one I have saved to my OBS at the moment because it was one of the more recent news update. But you know, Halo ODST is actually beaten now, and it's just still tripping out on YouTube, and we've begun a playthrough of Mass Effect in its place. Death Stranding and Iron Harvest are major series, and then on the side I'm doing Fallout New Vegas, Hitman, and my 2 tabletop campaigns, Shadow Space and Hero Infinite. Getting back to this goofiness, so he tells me that's the information he needs, and I respond, okay, so when you look at my channel, what do you see I do for content? Don't worry about the information, I got it already. When are you making the $25 payment? How am I supposed to pay you if you don't have a way to send you money? Are you incompetent? Think, Mark, think! Alright, sorry about that. Just asking though, so I can provide you with the payment method. Are you familiar with gift cards? Specifically, would you be able to get Razer Gold gift cards? And, you know, a day later, because at this point I'm off, I believe I was streaming at the time. Hello? That's strange. Wouldn't you, CEO, have a bank account? And I think that's supposed to be you, a CEO. But, you know, like I said, I wasn't spell checking any of my shit. To clarify, I don't use my personal company accounts for these kinds of small business transactions. This process is handled separately, mainly because he's just spewing shit. Why don't you just open an additional bank account just for this? Honestly, I'm worried about your safety now. Who are you dealing with that accepts gift cards? I'd watch who you work with. Scam artists, that's supposed to be off, scam artists often. That was supposed to be often, but my phone corrected to soft, and that's funny. Ask people for gift cards, as a way. Man, like I said, I did not spell check, and my phone's autocorrect is aggressive. So this is a lot of gibberish right here. I'm realizing, but you know that doesn't matter. People they often ask people for gift cards as a way to forego any legal tracking, and then they rip people off. You're absolutely right to be cautious. I appreciate you looking out. Gift cards aren't the most professional way to handle transactions, but since it's gaming related, that's why I recommend it strongly. It's pretty common in the community. Did you perhaps use PayPal instead? And I say, are you sure it's common? Because I don't want to give him my PayPal. Are you sure it's common? I've done mostly cash transactions with those I've worked with. I understand what you're saying, but in this case, the direct cash transactions unfortunately won't work. The reason is that most of the platforms and processes involved for this type of project are tied to digital formats like gift cards for online credits. The implication that you can use a fucking Razer Gold gift card to pay for like web service shit. Hang on, I'm just lighting my candle real quick while we're talking. I'm just like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. which are faster and easier to integrate into gaming-related services. Traditional cash transfers don't really connect with these systems, so that's why I recommend the recommended method is something like a gift card. It keeps everything aligned with the gaming side of things and makes the process smoother. But I use my credit card to buy games on Steam all the time. You know, acting as stupid as I can with this guy. That's true. It's Steam's similar plan. You can also make use of credit cards to... But everyone I have ever worked with online has used direct money transfers. Are you sure you aren't being scammed? Honestly, it's good that you're cautious. It shows you take this gaming-related methods. A day later. Hello? Me. Right, so what was the information you needed again? I'm trying to double back to the other thing, because that's the area where I was able to fuck around with him the most. So I keep trying to double it back to the information, because that's where I'm having my fun. At this point, there's no extra information needed, just a payment, so I can fast-track the process for you. So, are you agreeing to the process with the Razer Gold gift card now? But I thought you needed this information, linking back to the information you asked for. I've already gotten it. So what content does my channel focus on? You want to be sure I want to be sure I'm working with someone who knows what they're doing. I don't want to be ripped off. I'm ready to pay you when you answer the question. I just found an image on Google of a Razer Gold gift card. Pay attention to the ethnicity. The ethnicity of the hand and frame will change frequently. They will never question this. Hello? Hi, sorry for the late response. I got caught up with some projects. So from what I've seen, your channel focuses on story-driven playthroughs like Fallout Dead Money, along with variety gaming content such as Hero Infinite. Hero Infinite isn't a game, it's a TTRPG campaign I run based on superhero comics. Plus some fun highlights and clips that capture your quirky and creative moments. It's a good balance between longer gameplay sessions and short entertainment snippets. When people create clips of my Twitch streams, I frequent them, God, I can use words. I feature them on my Twitch. So like I'll link if you clip my content, I'll feature it if I think it's a funny clip. I don't really even create those. I'm gonna be honest, I've never learned how to make a Twitch clip because I've never cared enough to. So yes, I understand what your content's about, and I definitely know what I'm doing. I'm not here to rip anyone off. My aim is to work with you in a way that actually helps your channel grow. I feel like you're missing something pretty big about the channel. What's that? I don't know, it's feeling really unprofessional. The information I'm asking for is really easy to find. Again, if you want to find the answers to these questions, you can just look at my fucking weekly YouTube news updates where I tell you exactly what games are being played. Hell, don't want to watch that video? Go to the Discord, go to my news channel, where I regularly talk about what content I'm working on. I'm gonna sip my coffee. It would take this man all of 4 minutes of clicking through links to find it. Links that are on... I link to the Discord on my Twitch. I link to the YouTube on my Twitch. All of this is easy to find. The latest weekly news update is the channel trailer for subscribers on YouTube. Here we go again. I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. The information you're requesting doesn't really align with this guest post publication on the blog website. I've already gathered everything I need for it. I'm not approaching this as a journalist who needs to study and review each channel in detail. I feel like there's a misunderstanding of what's going on here. Can you send me a draft of what you're posting? I don't want to be misrepresented, so far, you just posted me some incorrect information. Or you just posted some incorrect information to me. Alright, no problem. The streamers I usually work with always provide their own information, and that's why I'm requesting you to share yours. You'll represent yourself much better that way. This one, for example, linking that same streamer again. If you're looking for a channel that blends blah 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 blah, him just giving a random bullshit thing. Let's just scroll past this. Alright, cool. So let's work on that information. Or what information do you need? This is what I'm trying to work with you. This is what I'm trying to work with you, and You keep telling me, again, I did a lot of misspellings. This all was weeks ago. I don't even remember what I originally meant to type there. Oh, by the way, if you're curious about the music in the background, it is Bluffing a Duck from Kevin MacLeod. He is a dude who provides mountains of free, copyright-free music to YouTubers. You've probably heard his stuff everywhere. And I just knew this was the music I wanted in the background when I did this video. I just wanted to quickly credit the guy doing the music. I'm trying to work with you, and you keep telling me it doesn't matter, and just asking for payment before we know what we're doing. The main information I usually request from a streamer is a short introduction about yourself, the type of content you focus on, and anything unique about your channel that you'd like highlighted. That way, your personality and brand Sorry, just the Batman slowly creeping up on the bottom. You got me. Your personality and brand come through clearly. Once I have your inputs, I can make sure everything represents you correctly. That's why I asked you for a few personal details, like the type of content you stream, what makes your style unique, and the links you want to include. Once I have those, I'll put together a draft, just like the example, so you'll know exactly. I think I might have dyslexia. You'll know exactly how it'll look before it goes live. Okay, let's start with that. What do you currently have for information on what I do for my channel? Because what you were telling me a moment ago was inaccurate. Do you want me to keep guessing and risk getting things worse every time? If you want the accurate feature, I need you to provide the correct details yourself. Don't rely on me to infer them. What do you have written down right now is what I'm asking. Like, tell me the information you have on my channel. Is he stupid? At the moment, I only have the very basic outline, mainly your channel name link, along with the general idea that you stream gameplay while engaging with your audience. But I don't have the detailed parts about what makes your channel unique, like your favorite games, your style, or features you want highlighted. My favorite games are Fallout and Outer Wilds, but those aren't exactly representative of my channel. I'm just spitting this out for all of you. I mostly play games that all of you recommend to me, either through Discord or Ko-fi polls. Consider supporting me on Ko-fi, by the way, so that you can help make me play the games you want to see me play. My style is basically off the top of the head fucking rambling. Most of my things have a light editing style because I like to be as direct with all of you as I can. And features I would want highlighted, well, I think the things I would want highlighted the most are, check out my Ko-fi where you can support me financially. Go to my Redbubble linked down below in the YouTube video in order to buy merch, and eventually I want to make Heart of Action an officially published tabletop system, so, you know, check that out. I'm currently working on Alpha 5, which I think is going to be the final version. That's exactly why I'm asking you to share them directly. Your own input will make sure the write-up is accurate and truly represents you the way you want. So if you don't know anything about my channel, why did you start to write an article on me? That's what that was supposed to be. The idea behind the article is to help streamers like you. But why did you approach me? What was the reason I was picked? Or what reason was I picked? You just pick random streamers so you know nothing, or you just pick random streamers that you know nothing about? What if you accidentally picked a racist Nazi? That would look really bad for Metacritic. Hell, for all you know, I could bring some scam artists. I could be some scam artist using my Twitch channel to trick people out of money. I mean, can you imagine that? Somebody going on social media and pretending to be some big shot in order to get money out of people? It's scummy. Obviously, I'm not either of those things, but it makes me nervous that you're so willing to jump to work with people without knowing who they are. The way I approach this is simple. I reach out to streamers who look creative, Of course I wouldn't feature anyone who promotes hate, scams, A day later, hello? So why me then? What made you want to promote me? I noticed that right now your channel doesn't have many followers or viewers. Yeah, thanks for that, buddy. An active chat. Yo, bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Do you get it? Did you get it now? Okay, but as long as you're looking at my channel before you message me, because it seems... But how long were you looking at my channel before you messaged me? Because it seems like you followed me and then immediately messaged me here, which is what you did. And you understand why that's concerning, right? It seems like it seems like you will just message a streamer without knowing anything, and therefore could be associating with racist, sexist, scam artists, Before I progress, I'm going to ask you the following questions, and if you want to work with me, I need you to be able to answer them. Where else am I active? What is my most common streaming time? What are the 5 most prominent games on my channel right now? What other 2 series are the main focus of my channel? And what gender am I? I'm active on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, and Tumblr, for those who are wondering, and I also have a Redbubble account now, but not at the time this was being made. What is the most common streaming time for me? Usually 3 AM EST. What are my 5 most prominent games on the channel right now? So I was actually messaging at a very funny time. So again, looking at my calendar, yeah, so this is actually perfectly reflecting what it was at the time. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze there. At the time, I was streaming Halo ODST, Death Stranding, Iron Harvest, Hitman, and Fallout. Those were the most prominent games, and the other 2 series were Hero Infinite and Shadow Space. That was the answer I'm looking for from him. That's what I wanted to know. And again, it's as simple as looking at my weekly news update on my YouTube channel. What other 2 series are the main focus? That's the Hero Infinite and Shadow Space, and what gender am I? Because anybody who watches my stuff enough knows that I'm a real gender fuckery going on here. And by throwing out that, you know, that run is really just there to fuck with the guy a little. These should be very easy to answer by taking a few minutes to look at your computer screen and then click links, watching 3 videos of mine, and you should be able to get the answer. I'm not going to work with a giant idiot, and so far you're making it out like you're just a great big dumb idiot who doesn't know anything. I hear you. You're absolutely right to be cautious. Following and reaching out quickly can come off as spammy, and that's not me. And that's on me. I want to be clear. I don't guess about creators, and I won't publish anything without doing some due diligence first. Here's my process. Blah 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 blah. So, here's his attempt at answering. I've given you all the answer key. Why is it not scrolling? There we go. Come on. I've given you all the answer key, but here was his answers. Where else are you active? Answer YouTube. Most common stream time? Not clearly listed. I'll leave this for you. That is very clearly listed. After every stream, I post upcoming stream times on the Discord. And the Discord is linked on my Twitch and YouTube. 5 most prominent games on your channel right now. Iron Harvest, correct. Tabletop RPGs, not a game. Fallout New Vegas, correct. Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, correct. Space left for you to just confirm. 2 other main focus series, not explicitly listed. It is very explicitly listed. It's Shadow Space and Hero Infinite. I talk about it constantly, everywhere. Your gender as publicly presented. Answer, male. Anybody who looks at any of my shit knows that is not my publicly presented gender. He assumed my gender. I'm just gonna sip my coffee. Very impressive. You're almost looking like a real journalist now. For number 1, you're missing something. 2, there's a place you can find it. 3, you only listed 3 video games plus tabletop role-playing games. I need 5 games and 2 additional series. 4, come on, this is very easy to find. I believe in you, big guy. 5, are you sure? Are you sure? This is publicly available information I'm asking you for. I expect anybody who's a fan of my content to be able to answer this very easily. Journalists could find it very, very easily. Hell, anybody with a 3rd grade reading level could find it. If this information is straightforward and public, as you mentioned, then it would be faster and more accurate for you to provide it directly. My goal is to blah blah blah, and my goal is to ensure that I work with people who know what they are doing and can operate on an intelligence level higher than a 3rd grader. If you want to work with something, work out something, or if you can't work out something this simple, then I don't know how you're going to manage any of the other steps to get this work done. I mean, I'm asking you to click 3 links and do a teeny bit of reading. I'm sure I'm more than ready to move forward, and I've gotten the gift card you asked for already, but I want to be sure I'm working with somebody who isn't stupid. See, by insulting him, I feel like my goal is to keep instigating him and work him up and make him angry right here, this scam artist. If you're incapable of finding basic details, then I think you might need to go back to school, pal. I'll tell you what. At this point, money's not an object. I'll double it if you can figure out the information. And he's... Hang on, come on, why is it not scrolling again? There we go. I hear you, but let's... Let's be clear, this isn't about intelligence. It's about process and information about your channel, blah blah blah. If you already have the gift card and are serious about moving forward, then the simplest step for you is to share the correct details about yourself. I'm here to help you. But I want to be sure I'm working with somebody who can operate on a 3rd grade reading level. So please review the previous questions and give correct answers. Homework's due on my desk tomorrow evening. But let me be clear, if you truly want to grow... God, you drive a hard bargain. Alright, if you could get me the information, I'll pay you $75, or are you just thick? If you're serious about moving forward, then most efficient way is still to provide the accurate information, blah blah blah, fees, no problem. Alright, can you show me the information I have right now, and then we'll work to correct it? Here's the information I've gathered from what's visible. Where else you're active, YouTube and Ko-fi. Ooh, he's so close to having everything, he's just missing Discord, and I'd even ignore Tumblr. He doesn't need to put that one. Most common streaming time, you stream every day. Correct, mostly. Not actually every day, I usually don't stream Thursdays, because I'm at therapy. 5 most prominent games on your channel right now. Let's see if he can correct this. Iron Harvest, tabletop RPGs, ooh, that's not looking good for him. Fallout New Vegas, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Minecraft Bedrock Edition, I hadn't touched for a year at this point. I don't know where he pulled that out of his ass. Tears of the Kingdom 2 I had finished months ago. Prey I had finished months ago. Fallout, you already said Fallout New Vegas, homie. And Halo 3 ODST, he got one correct. 2 other main series focused on Fallout and Halo. Those are games, you already listed them up above, buddy. Gender, male. If something isn't correct, blah, blah, blah. You know, I basically just didn't read it because I was busy that day. Hello? Are you there? Hey, sorry. I've been talking with other people who are working with me to boost my channel who actually understand what my channel is. Honestly, I'm more and more questioning your competence. The other 3 people I have sent these questions who were able to answer them first time within minutes. Like, are you just straight stupid? Let's retackle number 1. There are two you're missing that I make abundantly easy to find. One of them I'm surprised you haven't brought up yet because you've messaged me on it. Let's try and get the first question, number 1, sorted out. Then maybe we can proceed. Or is 3rd grade reading comprehension a little bit too hard for your little head? Okay, you're active on Twitch and Discord as well. If that's not correct, then I believe I've already tried more than enough. You can go ahead and continue working with the other people who answer your questions. I'm active on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, and one other social media site. And I suppose you can count Ko-fi because I receive donations there. There is one more website, but if you're really struggling to find it, we can move on for now. Let's look again at the most common stream times. You have already frequently looked at the place where I post my schedule. When do I most often stream? Most often stream in the evenings. Okay, now for content I have 3 major games, 2 minor games, and 2 others. What are the major games? It would be Halo, Iron Harvest, and Halo, Iron Harvest, and Death Stranding. Minor games, Fallout and Brain Fart. Why am I forgetting my... So, sorry, I'm sipping coffee because I actually woke up not long ago and I have a cold. Fallout and Hitman. My own fucking brain failing me there for a second. And what is the other category? That would be Hero Infinite Shadow Space. Major games, Iron Harvest. Correct. Fallout New Vegas. Wrong. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Correct. Minor games, Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Haven't touched it in almost a year. Tears of the Game 2, months ago. Other tabletop RPGs and Fallout series. Half correct and incorrect. I have not played Minecraft in almost a year, and Tears of the Kingdom was finished months ago. Fallout New Vegas is not a major series. The other category is in fact TTRPGs. What system do I use, and what are the 2 campaigns? I use Heart of Action, a system of my own creation that I heavily promote all over the fucking place. This is a very public information. Like, I talk about it constantly. Got it. Thanks for pointing that out. For the TTRPGs category, you use Savage World Systems. Do not. I had actually never heard of it, but I've looked it up since and it looks very cool. And the 2 campaigns you run are East Texas University and Deadlines. If I got that wrong, feel free to correct me. I was losing my shit, because I was like, in what world is East Texas University a tabletop campaign? And then I found out, it is! East Texas University is the name of a module expansion for Savage Worlds, and that is so fucking funny to me. So, you know, check out Savage Worlds. It looks like a fun tabletop system, but it's not the one I use. Alright fam, I'm gonna be for real. That answer was so out of pocket, I just need to reconfirm that you aren't clanker scum. Can you describe this image? Is he stupid? At this point, I was so convinced he had just thrown me to an AI because of how out of pocket that answer was. I understand, no worries. I just want to clarify that I'm not clanker scum. If I gave an off answer earlier, that wasn't my intention. So you should make the corrections instead. Describe the image. Describe the image, robot. Are you human? It's a stretched Batman meme with a caption, "Is he stupid?" Basically questioning my IQ. Check to see if you're a human or robot. That's what I mean. That's just weird. God, again, I did not spell check anything I sent him. What I was trying to say is the question was so weird that I had to, like... I was just testing to see if he was a robot. God, I feel like I'm having a stroke. I just want to know, where the hell did you get this answer? Because, like, I was fucking blown away by what he said. Just guessing it based off the category of games. It's something you can correct since I'm far away from the answer. I just don't know where you got Savage Worlds, and what even in the world would a campaign called East Texas University be about? Please, I need to know, tell me. I wanted him to explain to me where you guys answer. Savage Worlds is a system. It's a tabletop role-playing game, TTRPG system, published by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Think of it as a toolkit for running all kinds of RPG adventures, fantasy, sci-fi, horror, modern day, etc. It's known to be fast, furious, and fun, their tagline, because it uses simple mechanics and dice rolls to keep play moving quickly. East Texas University, ETU. This is a campaign setting for Savage Worlds, and I had to Google it, because I was like, there's no fucking way, but no, it was real. The idea, basically, you play as college students in East Texas University. You play as college students at East Texas University in a small town. While juggling exams, classes, and social life, your character is also focused on supernatural threats, ghosts, demons, cults, etc. So it's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets college life. I fucking love that setting. I want to be clear. I had, like, after he sent me this, I was like, no way, no way. And I Googled it, and I was like, that is the fucking best fucking thing. I love it. I love East Texas University as a setting. I want a video game based in that world. I want I want to play in a campaign of East Texas University, and I already know who I would play. I have a character I've played in other campaigns, Dr. Mobius. He is a ghoul, he eats human flesh, and he's a paranormal investigator, and I'd want to make him a law teacher. That is the funniest shit I've ever heard. I can't believe it's real. No, I do not use Savage Lands. Alright, no problem. Kindly correct it so we can proceed. I do not make any secret of what the system is. A newcomer to the channel could probably learn this in minutes. I'm not sure I follow. What exactly do you mean by system? I don't really see what it is, even after watching the channel. Instead of trying to figure it out, could you just drop the answer straight? That would make it easier. And I explain to him, you know, what different systems are, and I'm asking him which one he uses. I say hello, and he's, you know, gone. Hello? I dug through your public pages before answering. Twitch VODs and the titles show you're running TTRPG sessions. I spotted Shadow Space, but I couldn't find an explicit call out to the rule sets on your About Schedule panel. If you go to my Discord, I link to the rules in the Discord and give detailed descriptions of the mechanics and rules. Although I will say some of that's out of date because I haven't updated that since Alpha 3, and I'm going to update it soon when Alpha 5 is complete. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. Rather than guessing, blah blah blah. Hey, hello, hey. I advertise on most of my social media. This is important to me as I am seeking to become a publisher. That's really great to hear. Promoting it across your social media is definitely the right step, and I like how serious you are, bro. So can I proceed? Hello? You there? Hey, sorry, been dealing with a scammer. Some guy was pretending to be a games journalist and tricked me out of $200 worth of Google Play gift cards. Not true, I'm pulling that out my ass to make him think I'm more gullible than I am. I was not able to get money back, sadly, but have you figured out the TTRPG I use for my campaigns? That's awful, and we've already sorted everything out. Yeah, now I'm just like, oh, you sorted everything out? Okay, so you have the answers to these. I'm like, alright, what are the answers then? And let's see, this is the next track. I'm Ulrich, games, Iron Harvest, ding! Fallout New Vegas, I'll give that a ding. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, ding! But no, I won't give Fallout New Vegas a ding, because that's not the major series. He's missing Halo ODST. Minor games include Tears of the Kingdom 2, wrong. Bedrock Edition, wrong. I've told him these are wrong multiple times. TTRPGs, D&D, Daggerheart, and Atomic Highway. Not D&D, at this point I had never played Daggerheart, I have now, fucking love it. And Atomic Highway, I was amazed, I think he just pulled it from the list I gave earlier. I fucking love Atomic Highway. I highly recommend anybody trying to get into tabletop role-playing games, get Atomic Highway. You can find it for free on DriveThruRPG. The company that made it went bankrupt, but they made one of my favorite tabletop gaming systems I've ever played. It's fast, it's fun, it's simple. If you like Mad Max, you'll like Atomic Highway. It also has an expansion, Radio Freaks and Weirdos. It was actually one of the main inspirations behind me beginning to make my own system, was playing Atomic Highway in high school, because I was suddenly like, man, this is something I could do, isn't it? It made it feel tenable. Anyway, you most often stream in the evenings, for, yeah, so my special project I'm working on, that's Heart of Action. These weren't questions you asked earlier, so I don't know why they're coming up now. That said, none of these details are really necessary for what I'm going to do for Hey. I ask him to lock in on 2. You are wrong. For my content, my major games are games that I upload daily, so Iron Harvest and Death Stranding are correct. Minor games are games I upload weekly. God, again, so fuck it. I beat Tears of the Kingdom is what that was supposed to say. I didn't spell check any of these. Months ago, amazing game, and barely touched Minecraft Bedrock. None of those are those 3 TTRPG systems are the one I use. This is the most important one, as I will be hitting Kickstarter soon. Which, you know, that's an exaggeration. I probably won't hit Kickstarter for until I know I'm going to be getting more backers and have a bigger social media presence. I'm not a D&D fan. I have been, I've only been a player of Daggerheart once, which in between posts is when I played it. And I do love Atomic High, but that's not a system I use. I only use one system and run 3 different games in it, because at this point, I had begun running the Killstreak series. I need the name of the system and the 3 games I'm running. Think, Mark! Think! Look, I've already answered enough of your questions to give you clarity. If you can't provide the correct information yourself at this point, then there's no need for me to keep repeating. It clearly shows you're not ready to make progress for your channel and prefer to keep falling down into the hands of scammers. If you're serious about moving forward, then let's proceed. If not, we should just stop here. But you aren't answering them correctly, and I know how to spot a scammer. I'm testing you to see if you're real or just a scammer. I will gladly pay if you can answer my questions. These are very easy questions. I've got so many misspellings. These are very easy to find things. I did, like, again, I'm laughing at my own horrible spelling, but, like, I didn't give a fuck what I was writing when I was messaging this guy. Most of this was text-to-speech send. I post about them all the time, all over social media. You should not be struggling if you are a real human who is not stupid. Listen, I don't have time to keep answering endless questions. If you don't trust me, then it's better you keep your money, because I can't waste any more energy proving myself. Either proceed with the project or you don't. It's up to you. I'm asking the questions you asked. Why can't you find the answers? They're literally on my Discord, YouTube, and Twitch. Is he stupid? You have failed to answer the questions time and time again. It's as if you don't know how to use a computer. You failed me yet again, Starscream. Listen, if you can answer this, I may be willing to go forward. What are the 3 major games on my YouTube channel right now? The 3 games I upload daily. Scrolls not working again. Discord. Discord's freaking out. There we go. I'm ready to pay you. I'm trying to give you what you wanted, dum-dum. I've already gotten the answers I needed for the question post. You're the one complicating the questions. I'll still answer the question you asked, and if I don't get it right, then you're free to decide however you want. It's your choice. For me, I already have the details needed for the question post. The 3 major games on the YouTube channel that you currently upload daily are Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Iron Harvest, and Hitman World of Assassination. Gold star for you! Oh yeah, so this was all before I began doing Halo ODST, that's right. Hitman was still the daily series at the time. Okay, so with that, what about my TTRPGs I'm running? Answer that yourself. And don't forget what you said here and now. If you're not ready to move forward, yeah, so he's calling me on my bluff, then I'm done answering any questions. Thank you. I mean, if you don't know the answer to these questions, then I question if you're really a person. How do I know I'm not being scammed by a robot? But if you're really too stupid to find out the information, I guess I'll go for it. Had to make an account to submit the Razer Gold gift cards, so I bought them and added them to my account. How do I transfer the money to you? I've already given you the answer you need, and I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Additionally, I'm not a robot or scammer. Once you've loaded the Razer gift cards into your account, you can't transfer the blah 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 blah. But I thought you said you wanted me to pay you with the Razer Gold gift cards, so I got them and redeemed them, so I could transfer you the money. Which I did not. This is me fucking with him. I've realized that the questioning has gone as far as it can, so I'm now pivoting to fuck with him with payment methods. You only need to get the cards. You don't need to redeem them yourself. I'll be the one to handle the redemption on my side. But once the card is redeemed into your account, they can't be transferred as money anymore. What I actually need is the unused codes from the cards themselves before they're redeemed. Since they're already in your account, the only option now is for you to buy another gift card with the balance. With that balance. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. And then send the code directly. I'm gonna sip my coffee again. I'm having fun going down this memory lane again. We're getting closer and closer to the present. God, okay, I got the new cards. You really need to be more clear on things like this. You really are so stupid. Alright, I understand. Thanks for getting the new cards. Next time, we will be on the same page, so we can avoid confusion. Let's move forward here. You can send me the new card now. Like, in mail? What address? No, just send it like this. Take a clear picture of the card, scratch and snap the code. Great, now please, scratch the code on the card and show me the code so I can redeem it. Where's the code? The code is on the back of the card, under the silver scratch area. Scratch it and send the code so I can redeem it. Okay, and I send that. No, that's not the code. Are you stupid? Just do a simple instruction. What do you mean? That's the code on the back. Please snap it instead. Don't write it down. That is the code I sent him. This is when I really started to have more fun with him. Why did you cover the code? What do you mean? I circled it. That's not the code. You covered it with the circle. Please send a plain picture without the circle if you're not sure where the code is. Hold on. This code has been used before. What are you playing at? What are you playing? Stupid? Oh my god, sorry. That must have been one of the ones I used. Here. And I sent him another one. Here. These are all images I found online. The last number isn't showing clearly. It looks like it was scratched off too much. Could you send a clearer picture so I can see it properly? And I zoom in. I just cropped the image and zoomed in. Are you stupid right now? Why are you complicating the issue? Can you not see what you sent yourself? Can you see the last figure clearly yourself? I think it's a 4. And then I made this myself. Just test every number combination, dum-dum. If you put the first if the first number's a 4, and I'm 99% sure it is, then there's only 10 possible numbers as the second digit. If you're 99% sure it's a 4, then just resend it clearly instead of asking me to test random combinations. That would save us both stress. Please, if you know you're not ready for this, so we can stop here. You're just wasting and delaying time. I'm ready. I sent you the picture. I don't know why you won't use it. It is clearly insert whole code and then 4 something. I scratched one number off, so just testing the 10 digits. Just test the 10 digits. It can be. I can't do code guessing. It's far too risky. If you can't send clear pictures or correct cards, then it's up to you now. Go ahead. Oh god, sorry, hanging something in my eye. Go ahead and keep struggling with your channel if this is the path you want to take. I'm starting to think you don't want to work with me. And I put in a code. It's literally the first number I tried. Put that number in. It's the 1. I tried everything on my end, but it's not working out. You're the one complicated things here. Please go and get a proper card that has no issues. One that hasn't been used before with no bad scratches. Once I receive that, I'll proceed immediately with the project to get your channel growing. Dude, the code is this. I just tested it. I did what I told you to do and tried replacing the missing number, and literally the first number I put was correct. The code is, and I tell him that. Since you have actually redeemed it already, then you need to go ahead and get a new card. Please make sure this time it isn't scratched badly, as badly as the previous one, so I can avoid running into the same issue again. Oh god. Will you be paying me back for for all the mistakes you are making? You've cost me $100. Now for what you said would be a free service. You have been very unprofessional. First, you can't answer some simple questions. Now this? I'm not making these mistakes. First you sent a used code, then you scratched another card so badly it couldn't be redeemed. These errors are totally on your side. You're only costing yourself with this, whether it's out of carelessness or trying to play smart. If you can't handle the process smoothly without stress, then you're the one holding yourself back here. The one I scratched could be redeemed, idiot. I redeemed it. If you had just done what I said, you would have had the money right now. You're just stupid. Too stupid to give or follow simple instructions. Why did you even scratch it so badly in the first place? If you're not acting like an idiot, you're such a big fool trying to play smart nonsense. If you can't follow simple instructions to make things go smoothly, fine, bye. And then I send him a code. If you send pictures, don't write it only. And I send him the picture. Now you see you really are an idiot. After all of the complaints, you still went... Oh yeah, and by the way, when I wrote this code, I made sure to purposely fuck up one of the digit inputs so it doesn't actually match. Oop. Jesus, scroll. You went ahead and stupidly sent the incorrect card again. A proper razor pin card should be 14 digits, but you clearly don't even know that. If I put this code into the site and it works, you are so stupid. And I do that. Guess who just got another $50 added to the accounts because you can't type a fucking code. Lol, you're not smart at all. Can't even play smart. You're so dumb. How old are you? I just added the card to my account. The code was that. Just like I said. I just redeemed it because you wouldn't. Let me have a picture, the picture you sent, this. Let me have the picture that you successfully redeemed it. I am pissed I'm past that screen now. Luckily, this time I planned around your stupidity, and then I sent another code. Got a second card because I knew you would fuck it up. Wait, let me confirm this. You see that? And thing saying the code is incorrect. Kindly go through this website to purchase a good one. Did you try twice? Please send me the code you received after successfully purchasing so I can redeem it. It's invalid, bro. Did you type the code right? Try a second time. Yes, I already tried it twice. Let me try it. You're probably just too stupid to do it right. Once you get it right, kindly share with me a screenshot to prove me wrong. Is he stupid? And then I found a picture of a successfully redeemed $100 gift code, and I just edited the date to match the date that we were talking on. And then I sent this. Great, you get it right. Kindly go through the website to get a good one. Thanks. What website? Make him send the link again. This. So do you not need this? I guess I'll use this one. Send him a blank card. No, I don't need. Purchase it from the website, please. Alright, let me just finish redeeming this card. Okay, no problem. The link won't work. And I send him a page not loaded thing where I copy, or this is just a generic like picture of an unloaded web page that I grabbed off the internet. You're so stupid. Well, you're not ready for this. I will stop responding to you. I've got lots of valuable things to do. What do you mean? Your website won't work, dum-dum. Should I get another card? Once you're ready, let me know, or else bye. I did grab this card for a friend. Will it be enough? I wasn't going to use it, but I'm sure he will understand. Go and purchase it directly from the website. It works perfectly well, so there's no excuse for it not working. If it doesn't work on your side, then we're not good anymore. You can stop messaging me. Once it starts working on your side, we can talk again. So you don't need this? Yes, I don't need it. Website still won't load. It works. Don't be stupid. Send him that. I tried again. Let me see the URL you followed. I sent him the URL he sent me. No, on your Chrome site. And I made a unloaded page, and then I copied the link into there. No browser will load it. Browser. I tried Edge, Firefox, Chrome. Go and search the name, like such and such in Chrome, only without the following the link. This? Yes, you are good to go. Is he stupid? Are you stupid? I got you through. Listen, man, I want to pay you, I really do. Is there any way we can make this work? Think, Mark! It's fine. If the website doesn't work, we can't proceed. We have to stop here until you find a way to let it work. And I was like, oh, no, I don't want to lose him. Isn't there another way? Razor cards, Google Play cards, bank transition? Okay, wait. International money transfer. You will need to make use of this app and send it the details where the placeholder is, where the payment should be made. Alright, let me know when you get it so I can send details. Got it? Hello? Listen, I have things to do. If you aren't going to respond, then we can continue tomorrow. Okay, wait. I swear, it feels like you don't want my money. Will I be reimbursed for all the money I wasted on God cards? Those supposed to be gold cards. He sends me some bank account details. I would love it if all of you could report this as heavily as you can to a scam line for me. You know, I've already reported it, and I want more reports going out. Report the fuck out of this guy. This is the details you will make use of after clicking the recipient sent to. Alright, how much do you need again? The amount we discussed is $50. Before we proceed, I want to make sure we are on the same page. What will the payments get me? Wait, I thought your name was Mark Doyle. You know, catching up because he previously, I remember, like, hang on, he sent me a fake name a while ago. I need to arrange an alternative payment method. That's why the details are different. Kindly make use of that. I will get access to the funds. Oh, makes sense. So, what should I call you? Just say Mark. Alright, Marky Poo. Will I be reimbursed for all the money I wasted on gold cards when we could have done this from the beginning when I was asking, when it was what I was asking for? Like, from the get-go, I asked if we could do this through cash, and you told me that gold cards were the only way, you know, me giving a big angry rant. I understand your frustration. I truly apologize for the inconvenience and money you've spent. The reason I insist on gold cards earlier was because it's the standard method Will I be reimbursed for your mistakes? I want to make sure that our information article is correct. What is the article going to contain? Like, do you have a rough draft? Don't worry about that. Just make the payment first. I will answer the questions you have. And so, like, at this point, it's just a little bit of a back and forth that isn't really amounting to much. It's me trying to see if I can keep him running along, backtracking to previous topics. Come on, scroll. You know, I'm trying to get back to the old category in order to fuck with him more, but it's not working. So instead, I claim I sent him the money and then ask him to answer the questions. And so he starts asking for the invoice because he didn't receive the money, of course. You know, at this point, I'm like, I'm burning out on this. I'm not sure where I'm going with it. You know, you can pause and read all of this if you want to. I keep forgetting I need to send you stuff because the article has gone. Yeah, and I start claiming the article went up. Don't fool yourself. No article has gone up. If that one had, you would already be seeing results. And then I'm claiming like, oh yeah, I'm seeing great results. And that's where this ends. So my plan from here is to send him this video. I'm gonna send him this video. That's the next thing that's gonna be sent. Unless any of you have ideas of ways to fuck with him more. But I'm probably just gonna send this video. So, you know, I just thought that was a fun time, and I figured I'd record this as a little bonus video to send all you guys. Holy shit, it took me an hour to go through this. Well, you know, this is just some fun I've been having on the side. Like, I'm mostly messaging him when I'm on the bus and in between places I'm going to. So, like, this has just been a fun thing of me fucking with a scammer. You know, just, if you've enjoyed this, consider supporting me on Ko-fi. I'll be sure to fuck with more scammers in the future if there's ever any that are worth fucking with. And, yeah. Ta-ta! What is he? Stupid?